2:42 and ticking. Stützle, full spin. Stützle over the line. There goes Ullmark. Batherson behind the net. He has the only Ottawa goal here in Game 4. Empty net waiting. Aho dekes around Yakimchuk. Bullseye! Empty net goal for Sebastian Aho. And Carolina leads by 2.
Well, what an elite skilled play by Aho to get down the ice. Deception, but it's Jarvis in his own zone that makes a little one-touch quick pass. So you see Stützle, he had composure, a delay, looking for your option. And then watch Jarvis here. Just a little touch pass, and Jarvis gets drilled into the boards. And then Aho, the fakes inside, outside, and you've got 4 Sens players that are back. And then Jarvis, he's a player that's tried to keep the energy and sort of the lightness in terms of the high pressure stakes of the playoffs. And what a play by those two combined.
Well, and you look at down low in the zone, again, you've got the extra attacker on the ice for Ottawa, and it's a 3-on-2 Carolina in the corner. They get possession of the puck and execute from there, but just not enough connected pressure there by the Senators.
Ullmark back in his net.
But I think by Jarvis, too, that decision, he doesn't just chip it out or flip it into the neutral zone. Jarvis holds on to it, finds Aho, and then eventually the skilled move down the ice for the empty netter.
There goes Ullmark. Empty net once again for Ottawa. They need 2 this time. Around it goes for Tkachuk. Anderson with no trouble.
Let's see if they decide to take a timeout here or not. Looks like they're gonna roll with it here. Let's take another look at the goal, Jen.
Well, Mace, you've got to make these key decisions, and that's where Jarvis sees the pressures coming. And there, you just see how hard of a hit he takes. But that's Aho. I mean, we've talked about his composure, finding space and recognizing what's coming at him. Beautiful play.
Batherson behind the net. Under 2 minutes to go. They score! Dylan Cousins out in front, and the Senators are not done yet.
What a response by the Sens. And we're talking about the importance of face-offs, because this time it's the Sens that win it. Down low, Batherson. Watch those head checks as he's coming around the one side of the net. He's constantly checking, and then eventually gains possession and finds Cousins, who gets his 2nd goal of this series. A huge one.
Don't you ever give up. The Ottawa Senators are not going quietly as they make this interesting, and a great play by Batherson to find Cousins in the shot, and he executes. Sens within 1 again.
It was a season defined by resilience for the Ottawa Senators.
Well, after the Canes got that empty netter, 33 seconds later, the goal by the Sens.
Empty net for Ottawa. Here's Stützle, blocked, and it caroms out of the zone. Jordan Martinook took all of that one.
He's hobbling over the bench after that massive block.
Under 1.5 minutes to go. Empty net for Ottawa. Aho flips it towards the net and in! Sebastian Aho just chipping it to an area, and is that the dagger?
Wow, you can understand the disappointment by Travis Green. But look at Aho, just making sure he's got enough of it. And this is where it starts, because this is the block. Look at Martinook throwing his entire body in front of it, because Stützle was right there thinking he's got the chance to tie this game up, and Martinook is on the bench feeling it, but that allows Aho to go down and get that 2nd empty netter.
What a game-saving play there by Jordan Martinook, and he took that right on top of the knee there, above the shin pad where there's no padding, and hobbles his way to the bench to get that next man off. And what a play, what a sacrifice there by Martinook.
How many times have we talked about that 2nd effort and those battles, and Aho just getting enough on it to make sure he gets enough positioning, body positioning, stick positioning. to put that empty netter in, his second empty netter.
Under a minute to go in the Senators season. Stützle unable to dump it in. Shot wide of the empty net. Icing is called with 47 seconds.
Well, Mace, this is a team that's committed to playing defense. Look, Stützle thinks he's got it. He's trying to pick his corner on how to beat Anderson, but Martinov is just eyeing that puck down and throws himself into it. And then eventually, it's look here, Chatfield up the ice, and that one again was a little touch pass by Jarvis. We spoke about the first empty netter where Jarvis made the smart play. Another just little touch that allowed Aho to win that battle before putting it in the net.
Yeah, when you think of the plays in a series that are defining and the willingness for these guys to put their bodies on the line, how hard fought this game was, and Jordan Martinov without his stick, you could see he was willing to block that with whatever part of his body that he had to make that play and essentially give his team that 2-goal lead, which is just unbelievable. And
seal the deal.
Yeah, Carolina is such a deep, hard-working team, and when they needed those guys to step up to finish it off, they got that from them, from the big dogs.
Shot blocked to the corner. Miller to clear the zone. This will go all the way down again.
Well, you think about the Senators, right? They had to work to earn their spot in the postseason, and they always had to rally back, but the Hurricanes was just too big of a challenge to find a way. I mean, they were in all of the games of this series, but they couldn't find a way to get the results, to get enough offense. The Hurricanes always had the answer.
I think when Ottawa looks back, I mean, they fought. It was tooth and nail. This was such a close series, but they'll look back at some of those 5-on-3 opportunities.
Certainly depleted in terms of personnel as the series wore on. But the Carolina Hurricanes, with only their second 4-game sweep in the Stanley Cup playoffs in their franchise history, the Canes are the first team onto the second round in this year's postseason.
Oh, Rod Brind'Amour, you see the excitement on the bench, and Anderson, what a story he was for the Hurricanes and his play through these 4 games, preventing the Sens from capitalizing on their chances. And there we're seeing it, Mace. I mean, the emotion on both sides, the heartbreak and the disappointment for the Senators that felt like they were playing their best hockey coming into the playoffs, and then the smiles and the elation for this Carolina Hurricanes team that came in and delivered in every way.
Yeah, I'm just watching the coaching staffs here shake their hands, and Ottawa, as hard as it is, wishing the Hurricanes luck here, and it was a hard-fought series, and you're right, and all of a sudden, the Ottawa Senators, who fought so hard just to get into the playoffs, it comes to a crashing halt here against the Carolina Hurricanes, who had an impressive series.
Logan Stankoven with 4 goals to lead the way for the Hurricanes. Freddie Anderson, dominant in net. A trying season for Linus Ullmark on the other side. And this Ottawa Senators team that willed themselves to the postseason. But the Carolina Hurricanes, the best team in the Eastern Conference in the regular season, they are moving on to the second round.
That's a nice moment there, mutual respect between the captains of both teams.
And what a sport. You think back to that second period of these two teams out there literally trying to kill each other and doing everything in their power, trying to get every advantage physically, and the respect in this game, I just think is one of the most special things in sports, to be able to go down the line and shake each other's hand after, you just spent 4 games, 60 minutes here today, just trying to absolutely, dominate and kill each other out there tonight. And one team moves on, the Carolina Hurricanes will get a little extra rest, and the Ottawa Senators will unfortunately done for the season.
Mace, you have to love that one, right? You have Anderson, Ullmark, I mean, both of them just playing some of the best goaltending hockey we've ever seen from either two of them in this series.
Big respect for them.